Hello, welcome to my new setup. It's so satisfying because my phone is actually directly above the table, so that's wonderful. But anyways, I'm gonna be doing a sketchbook tour, which a lot of people have asked me to do, but I don't think they really understand how I sketch in sketchbooks. You know, we'll just get right into it. I'm gonna start with this one, which is the one I bring to like shows and stuff. I'm gonna be going through the most recent sketchbooks, and then we're gonna make our way to the oldest sketchbooks. I have really old ones that are really interesting, so if you want to see that, stay tuned. But I think I'm gonna have to split this in parts because I have a lot of sketchbooks, like a lot. But recently, I don't really draw in sketchbooks anymore. I do so much digital art nowadays. Here's my friend's drawing, my friend Catherine. Here's Red Rum, my character Red Rum. I think I saw a reference photo of this pose, so I drew her in it. And I don't know why there are stinky chanclas, but you know. I may have to censor this page because I don't have her consent. So we have some more doodles. This is me kind of thinking of what kind of outfit would work. So here's Felix. Here's another character, Frankie. Here's someone who I randomly drew at work named Tara. We would call her Tara the Terrible because you can infer why. Here's a little sketch I did, but I didn't like how it looked, so I proceeded to finish it in a crude manner. Okay, I have more vampire characters because I really like vampires. So that's Sinclair and that's Kai. And he's like a hunter. Here's my old characters, Dante and Jose. Here's more of Kai and me not knowing how to draw an animal. Here are some little practices, some more like face practice. Here we have a beautiful spread, another beautiful spread. Okay, also something about how I fill sketchbooks. I usually just flip to a random page and then draw on it. I don't know if that's unhinged, but it's kind of fun. It's like a scavenger hunt, trying to find the pages. That's Miku, of course. This is probably one of my favorite drawings in this sketchbook because, well, you know why. Here's me trying out new pens. These pens are very nice. I love felt pit pens. Here's more Felix. I'm in my Felix phase. I don't know what that is. I think my sister put that in there. Please let me know if that's inappropriate language. I do not remember drawing that. I don't know what that is. Some more figures. This drawing is ugly, so let's just move past that. This is a tea party. As you can see, I've labeled it. Some more faces. That one is very anime. And I don't know how I feel about that. Wow, this is beautiful. This is a piece I tried to sell at C2E2, but surprisingly no one bought it for the low price of $1,000. I'm not sure why. Here's an ant/cat fusion, because I was feeling antsy. Here's a squirrel. Here's some more squirrels. I was doing some squirrel anatomy practice. As you can tell, it's very anatomically accurate. This is me making a sign and then not finishing it. We have blank sheets of paper. Here's my stamp. So yeah, I think this is me drawing my friend but like yassified. And that's me, but I'm antsy. That's me when I'm antsy. Wow, there's a lot of blank pages in here, guys. Okay, here's the finished sign. BRB, I'm in the bathroom. This was me when I was alone and I had to use the bathroom at Colossal Con Art Market. Some more practice. I just got some random photos from Pinterest and I drew them. I really want to get better at like perspective and 3D form. I feel like I'm lacking. I'm lacking in those spots. So after I drew those from Pinterest, I tried to draw my own weird perspective thing. That guy looks like the blue guy, the blue yaoi guy, but it's not. It's not him. Then I think I got hungry, so I ate this page. This is like a pilot character, I guess. I don't like that one. Interesting. I guess this is sad Pikachu. He looks really miserable. This is Reagan, me trying to learn how to draw Reagan. This is me when I'm antsy again. As you can tell, I was very antsy while drawing in here. This was our C2E2 predictions for our profit. Catherine was very optimistic. Lynn was alright, I guess. I was feeling very negative. I was the closest, honestly. Here's another beautiful Reagan. I'm surprised I don't have any Reagan merch. I need to get on that. I mostly have been doing like video game merch and Vocaloid. Some more naked people and a clothed person. Is this like ASMR? Did you enjoy that? Let me know down below. I think that's it. Okay, looks like I keep getting hungry. Guys, is eating paper like alright? They come from trees, right? And like trees are all natural. I feel like eating paper is actually healthy. Okay, so that's that sketchbook. As you can tell, there was a lot of beautiful art. By the way, this is from... Okay, next, I have this little sketchbook. I really like little sketchbooks because they're just easy to bring around. I worked on this more like last year. No, more like 3 years ago. I don't know, something like that. So I worked at Target. Here's my clock-in receipt thing. Those were really terrible times. I don't want to talk about it. Is this with a Sharpie? Some Sharpie art? Interesting. Me in the car. It's pretty neat. I should probably do some more life drawings like that. IRL drawings. They're very helpful for learning perspective. This is someone eating a hand, I think. Why does everyone I draw have bad neck posture? That's a good question. Very ugly, very mediocre. I think this is my brother. If you want custom sketches like this, they will be very expensive. Some back practices. I'm really bad with back anatomy still. This is actually pretty old. I can tell this is my really old art style. Girl with armor in ballpoint pen. Ballpoint pen is very fun. Okay. Ooh, you know what? This is probably my favorite spread. So over on the left we have an emo guy, and then we have a dino. And I drew this while I was working at Target in the break room. I remember very clearly. and I was really bored. Some more backs, and I'm not sure what happened here. Seems like some interesting abstract elements. Some more art. Surprisingly, there's some more art in the sketchbook. I think this is a drawing of a cat or a kot in Russian, I believe. I like this zombie face. It's pretty cool. Here's some guy wearing a beef hat and some twink wearing a bear hat. Here's the list of stock I had to bring from the candy dungeon. So much stock for the cashier lanes. Here's Maple in winter clothes. Cold. This is my friend Alex. He really likes fish. Specifically fish, not fish. Some brush drawings. I don't know what deal I have with these round bodies. I realized this was also in the other sketchbook. I like how I drew these shoes though. That's cool. Ballpoint drawing. Really bad notes about my cringe story. Brush drawing. It's quite messy. The sun. It's true. One day there was a tiny, tiny worm. So tiny you couldn't even see him. The worm. I think it was supposed to be like the size of an atom. I think I was really bored at Target. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting the feeling. I think that's Catherine's art again. I don't know what's happening here. Okay, this one's recent. This is when I worked at the Cheesecake Factory. Guys, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh my god, I got so close and I didn't sneeze. That was like really unsatisfying. Oh my god, I'm disappointed. I need water. I need water to cope with that. And that's Frankie. Again, I'm addicted to my characters. It's true. Here we have a lot of blank pages again. Is that the end? That might be the end, actually. That's a lot of space in this sketchbook that I have not utilized. I apologize for my wastefulness. This really cute panda sketchbook, I think from Michael's. Nothing crazy. And I think this is from maybe 5 years ago. I definitely had this in high school, so we're reaching high school territory. So maybe this was when I was 18, 17. This bookmark is pretty cute as well. I like this page. It's pretty cute. Ooh, we have some collaging going on. That's a Dante. I love this jewelry company. Not company, like a small business, but I don't think they make jewelry anymore, unfortunately. I can't draw animals because I'm not a furry, unfortunately. It's alright. This one's alright. This is probably the best page in this sketchbook. I like this one, except I only shaded in this side. I don't know what that is, but I feel uncomfortable looking at it. This looks like the guy from Skate Infinity, Reki. Again, I can't draw animals. I don't know what that is. It's quite disturbing. I don't know. That looks like Felix, but it's not because he didn't exist yet. Bro, there's so many good drawings in here in my sketchbooks. Like, look at this. This looks like a Costco chicken frog hybrid. And then I think something scared this one. We have some cake as well. Beautiful. Also, this is my little sister's drawings. I see some sneaking in here. She must have been so young. Complete the rainbow. The gorgeous rainbow. Here we have a twink fairy. That was my specialty back then. My specialty in the present is twink vampires. So, you know, always the same wavelength. And I guess I had a thing for frogs. Frogs are actually really cute, so that's cool. The brush pen made a really weird texture over the color pencil. That's I don't like that. Oh my god. This is a drawing of a friend I had in high school, and he was really annoying. And just looking at this makes me angry. I like this though. This is Jose and Adante and their adopted child. They're called goobers. If you wanted to know that, it's very secret lore. Here's some dude. Some other dude. Here's a comic. A bunch of unfinished stuff. We have some juicy figure studies. Wait a minute, didn't we just see that? Guys, it's the same reference photo. I'm like, this feels more like my recent style. I think the small sketchbook I showed was even older. Oh, you know what happened actually? I think this one is really old, and I had it in high school, but then I started using the empty pages because obviously there's so many empty pages in here. So it's a mix of really old art and there's a tiny bit of new art. This is really beautiful. I think my sister drew it. This is some dude. Beautiful. This kind of looks like a drawing of a disturbed child. Some more twinks. That's really all I draw. What the fuck? Adante, Jose, Igor. Oh, Avatar. I love that show. What? Oh, it's a stick bug! Guys, it's a stick bug. That's so cool. Wait, that's really satisfying. This random circle. I think I used like a button puncher to punch it out. Wait, do I still have the button? I might still have the button. I think I used it for one of these buttons. I don't know why it looks like there's like shit on them. What is that? It looks like he's crying because there's mud on him or something much more sinister. Let's see. He's suffering! Okay, anyways. Here's when my art teacher let me use some markers. I love you, Miss Gregory. Oh my god, a gun. That's very inappropriate. Holy shit, I thought I didn't press record this whole time. I was about to cry. World's best dad. Doesn't make any sense. This guy doesn't look like a dad. More like a disappointment. I like this line work. Some of it, at least. There was some guy who always was in the hallway and his hair looked like that. It was pretty crazy. Oh my gosh. That's from my old friend. Very beautiful. Some drawing with school supplies. Very long limbs. A frog again. Awesome. There we have spooky but friendly entities. This looks like some sort of swamp. Cookie Monster. Cookie Run Kingdom. Looking ass. That one's pretty cute. The spider. That one actually made me gasp. It's beautiful. It's a Nummy Number. Victor the Vampire. And then here we have something caged up. Very evil, not friendly monster. And it's the math pre-cal book. I didn't like pre-cal. It was really difficult for my small brain. Ooh, I like this. It's kind of delving more into my current style with the swirlies. It's Kanat, by the way. I have a lot of characters, I'm realizing. I think this is some sort of unfinished Christmas drawing. But yeah, that's it for this sketchbook. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, this one's actually labeled, so we know this one is from 2022, which is like 3 years ago. So let's dive right in, as they say in Link Click. Oh, that's cute. This is a little note someone left me at Target because I let her borrow my charger. If lost, please return to me. That's very reasonable, I would say. This looks like a collab drawing with some old high school friends. You know, I wasn't really processing this image, but now that I look at it, I have no idea what's going on. But I do really like this Teletubby. I think this is me trying to make some sort of superheroes out of my friends. So we have Carson the Arsonist. That's pretty genius. We have, oh god, the annoying bitch. I don't want to talk about it. We have Maple in a cave. Maybe he got lost and stranded. But he seems pretty happy, so I think it's alright. Then we have, this is Amal. Are we learning, guys? Are we learning my characters? He seems to be in a dungeon of some sorts. That's probably not good. Then we have, say it with me, Dante, Jose. I drew them a lot because I was working on their comic. That's Connor. You know, without color, it's a lot hard to remember them, but, you know, just try your best, guys. I believe in you. Here's a Dante again. This is a really nice drawing, actually. I like the line work. Oh, here's the ghost, by the way. Why didn't I draw this page? I don't know. I think that's my friend again. I think this is Catherine's, and then my other friend tried replicating this. I don't know what's happening here. It looks a little abusive. Really nice side profile, I believe, from my friend. We have Amal again. He's always in some sort of robe in a dungeon. Why? I don't know. This looks like another stock list from Target. Oh god, I have a story about this. So I was drawing this at the self-checkout. Okay guys, so part of my job was, you know those people who stand at self-checkout and do absolutely nothing and it's like really boring? So that was me. So I drew this. What is this? Oh my god. This was my shift. I was making some sort of like time stamp for my shift and I would fill it in whenever the hours pass. So anyways, I drew this, and then I think I left it for a moment, or like I left it for the day, and then I think my boss found it. And then he was talking to one of my coworkers, and he was like, wow, this is really nice. Do you know who drew this? And then obviously my coworker isn't a snitch, so he's just like, I don't know. And then he told me about that, and I was like, that damn boss. He was really annoying, so I just knew he was asking so that he could get me in trouble and be like, you can't draw on the job. You can't do that. You can't have any fun. You have to stand there like a robot and be bored and die. So anyways, also another fun fact, I got really good at guessing how much time passed without looking at the clock, just because I had so much time to do nothing and watch the time pass. Anyways, here's some more Amal and Maple, and I think that's his dad, and a robot, and a fox. I don't know their names. Really anime side profile. That one's Amal. Amal. Is that Maple? I don't know, it might be some random guy. Is that an Among Us? I peed mom. Who drew that? I don't know who drew that. Looks pretty cool. A lot of my art is inspired by Kim Jong-gi. I was really sad when he passed away. That's a Dante. He has this looks like one of those standing desks. This is pretty cool. Wait, that's actually that's a good animal. Maybe I had a furry phase for a second there. This looks like kind of a mess. So basically, he's going on his merry day, and then he notices something, and it's mom's yoga. So he's like, oh, cool. And then he sees the mom's yoga, and then they're like, oh, hi. And then he does it. He's part of the mom's yoga. This looks like he's in some sort of BDSM gear. This is Maple with his robot and his fox again. This looks like some little practice drawings. Doodles. Doodle. This looks cute. It's like a Harajuku Decora type of drawing or outfit, whatever. So that's a goober. I didn't draw that though. I think my friend drew that. Oh, this is from Sid the Kid. Very nice. Okay, that was low-key. Guys, that was low-key a jump scare. Do you guys remember what this is called? The goober. Yeah. Kirby murdered someone. Oh my god. This looks like moth outfits, I think. Some butterflies and moths. I really like fairies back then. This is from... I was planning to make a mini comic about this guy who lived in this house. He wasn't really living there. He got trapped in there, and he was trapped with all these monsters that represented like his insecurities or something. So I think that's one of them. I don't know what it means. It probably meant something that didn't make sense because I'm bad at making stories. This is a pencil drawing. It's pretty cute. Some figure drawings. These are very loose. These are quite loosey-goosey. That's Maple. He's holding an I Love Cats mug. Ooh, some rainbow emo guy. I like it. Whoa, that's really glittery. I think I brought a bunch of glitter pens to work and I just drew that. Oh my god, that's one of my friends that I met at Target. She liked anime. She was really nice. This is her in anime form. Is this some JoJo guy? I don't know, but that's interesting. Oh, that was sticking. Some guy in a mobility chair or something. You can take a seat, and I'll just draw you. Yeah, I'm gonna draw you. Okay, I'm almost done. Okay, what do you think? I don't know who's that. I can already tell that's a Catherine drawing. You can just tell from the head shape. Why are people always drawing in my sketchbook? I'm just kidding. It's really sweet, actually. It brings good memories and some bad ones. There's a random heart sticker that probably came from something else. Okay, there's a lot of blank pages. You would think, oh, this sketchbook has so many pages left over. There's no need for a new sketchbook. But no, I buy a sketchbook whenever I see one that looks juicy, okay? I'm not even gonna lie. I don't care if I didn't finish my old one. Wait, I saw something. Mustache. Oh my god, there's some secrets. There's some secrets in here. These are my friend's characters. I helped make them, but I quit. That's Malcolm. That's Halo. They're gay, like every other one of my characters. It's not a surprise. That's Kanat, but I guess if he was like in the 80s as a rock star guy, I don't know if that's even accurate. Another. It's quite interesting. Like the Target dog. That's cool. Oh my god, there's more. I think that's the last drawing. It's Maple and his fox. I think this was supposed to be a mini animation. What is that? What is that? Okay. Oh, it's my guitar to practice the finger placement. I don't know guitar. That was just a little thing I tried. Okay, well, somehow my recording has reached 40 minutes already, and we only got through like 4 sketchbooks, but I'm gonna end it there. So I hope you enjoyed looking through all of that. Let me know what was your favorite spread or your favorite drawing. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Let me know if you want to see part 2 as we delve deeper and deeper into the abyss of the old sketchbooks. Because I'm telling you, I have ones from like elementary school. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.
You'll fall long before I do. I could shatter this thing with a single punch.
Invisible?